My name is Matthew Brownstein. I'm the owner, the director, and the lead instructor at the Florida Institute of Hypnotherapy. I'd like you to start with my story. We'll keep that relatively brief and then tell you what it's blossomed into, because that is why I'm here talking to you right now. In 1997, when I was 19 years old, I personally had a pretty profound spiritual awakening. It went from a moment of feeling separate, alone, disconnected from others, to a moment of oneness, a moment of unity, a moment of joy, a moment of bliss, and a state of feeling of such incredible health and well-being. I said, this is who I am. This is what I want to experience for the rest of my life. And then I swear to you, the next morning, it was gone. I woke up depressed, but something had changed. Some little glimpse inside said, there is joy inside of you, but you don't feel that all the time. There's peace inside of you, but you're not always peaceful all the time. Yet I knew, and I didn't know before, but at that moment I knew that was possible. I was in college, so I became a philosophy major. I said, what do the philosophers know about this? What happened to me? What do they know? There was a lot of intellectual discussion, but they really didn't know. They may use words like God or spirit or the nature of the good, but they weren't really talking about how to feel it again. Because I was in college, I switched my major to religion, and I said, well, maybe the religious guys know. And they did. They were all talking about these experiences. In the religious traditions, you hear words like love, peace, joy, oneness, God, kindness, compassion, service. I was loving those words, but it wasn't helping me to feel it again. That's when I came across the mystical branches of religion. Christian mysticism, Jewish mysticism, Islamic mysticism, the branch of Sufism. In Buddhism there was Zen. In Hinduism there was yoga. There were so many ways. In Taoism I was practicing Tai Chi. In college I just plunged into these teachings and I loved them. I made it through college. I got my bachelor's and I said, well, what do you do with a bachelor's in religion and philosophy? Turned out that acupuncture school made the most sense to me. I was saying, well, if I can learn how to rebalance people's energy, do some massage, put some needles in, maybe I can help give people those experiences that I had found. My experience, just my experience, was acupuncture couldn't do that. So I left there and went and lived in Zen Mountain Monastery. I plunged very deeply into the nature of meditation to find out, can I tap back into this again? Now, I already was tapping into it, yet when you spend a lot of time in a meditation cushion, like 8 to 10 hours a day, it becomes pretty easy to feel really good once you get good at it. It blossomed so much inside of me about what I was looking for that I felt, okay, I'm ready to go back out into the world. I actually went back to acupuncture school because I didn't know what I was looking for. Then, when I'm actually in my second acupuncture school, I go to a hypnotherapy school to have a private session on me. I didn't know anything about hypnotherapy. While I'm coming out of the hypnotic state, there was a voice right here, as clear as day. It was unmistakable. It said, you are going to hypnotherapy school. I said, no, I'm in acupuncture school. Then the voice said, you are going to school here. It's kind of funny looking back. It's kind of like arguing with God, and this higher voice is saying, you are doing this. It's like, no. Eventually I realized that voice was right. After about 2 months, I dropped out of acupuncture school. I've never looked back. I still honor and respect the medicine. It just wasn't my path. As I plunged into hypnotherapy school, I realized this was what I was looking for, is clearing the blocks to love. It was working on the spiritual levels. It was helping to transform people's bodies and minds. They were having huge, transformational, amazing breakthroughs. I was hooked. I went through every aspect of training I could find, studied with many different great teachers, did a lot of continuing education, and ran my private practice for 10 years. I logged 10,000 hours at the time of professional, clinical, full-time hypnotherapy. It was a wonderful experience. And at some point during that, I said, I still feel like I want to go deeper. I moved to India. I lived in the Himalayas, studied with some wonderful, great, beautiful masters there. Really refined my understandings, but still kept feeling something's calling me back to the world. When I came back, I opened my hypnotherapy practice again, which I have to say has been an amazing occupation to fall back upon. During this time frame, I wrote my book, The Sacred Geometry of Meditation. I wrote my book, The Journals of Myckal Divane. I also completed a book called Peace Under All Circumstances, and eventually, while I was in the Himalayas, completed the book, The Sutras on Healing and Enlightenment. When my 4 books were done, and over 60 audio CDs and workbooks in the field, I felt qualified enough to open a hypnotherapy school. I go and call the Florida Department of Education and I say, I would like to open a hypnotherapy school. And they say, well, there aren't any. I said, well, what do you mean there aren't any? There's other trainings. They said, not legally they're not. To be a school, to be a post-secondary vocational institute offering career diplomas, you have to be licensed to do so. I said, okay, well, sign me up. They're like, it's not that easy. Turned out to be thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, and it turned out to be almost a good year of them nitpicking every little detail of the school's curriculum. It turned out that we developed a 500-hour curriculum that was scrutinized by the American Council of Hypnotist Examiners, and actually one of my mentors and dear friends who passed away, Mr. Gil Boyne, who founded the American Council of Hypnotist Examiners. Gil was influential in ensuring this school was state licensed, met the highest standards, and we were directly approved by him, which means a lot to me. When I opened the school in Gainesville, Florida in 2007, we had a full class. It was a very deeply beautiful experience. The school kept growing, and then when the Gainesville market was a relatively smaller location, we decided it was time to branch out. I moved the school in April of 2011 to Tampa. When we got here, we had a full class. Things started booming, started taking in more teachers, more supervisors, more mentors. We opened up our online distance learning, which helped to branch out to the whole world, basically. Started Monday night classes that I'm always happy to talk to you guys about. I can say now, I see a few clients a week. I teach usually 2 full hypnotherapy classes a week. We are training people now as with state licensed diplomas in certified, clinical, and transpersonal hypnotherapy. We have created careers in this, and we actually, because the Department of Education requires that we track our graduates, we're actually showing a 90+ success rate for what are called positive graduate outcomes, where somebody's employed full-time, part-time, or as an adjunct to their own current practice. We're taking in more and more people who are part of this wonderful vision, and we've just taken on Songbird Agency. Jonas Story, who founded Songbird, is a very high-level marketer. He works with a whole team of people for branding, for web design, for videography, a really impressive group of people. I said, I want you to help us to grow the school, and we had a great fit. Jonas is a great guy. Then I said, I want you to help with our other clinics. We work with Florida Hypnosis clinics. I want you to help those guys too. And sure enough, that's going good. Then I said, you know what I really want? I want you to help us to market our graduates, help our graduates to succeed. Can we make highly affordable marketing plans that will help them to have even more success? I want to see our graduates loving this field the way I have. Up to this point now, I've logged over 15,000 hours of clinical and classroom training, and I've loved this as a profession, and it breaks my heart when I see a graduate who doesn't get that same level of fulfillment for various reasons. We have implemented weekly forums, evening free classes, large components of advertising and business and practice management, and now packages that students and graduates can plug into to help them to succeed. So personally for me, during this whole journey, I got married. I had a wonderful and have a wonderful daughter right now at the time of the recording. She's almost 8 months old. To me, it's just been amazing to have this sense of interpersonal connection, to be founding Interpersonal Hypnotherapy and the Interpersonal Hypnotherapy Association, to be continually blossoming and growing this. I know we all walk the path together. I know none of us get totally free or successful alone. So I invite you all to join me in this vision, whatever way feels right to you. You can call this school at 1-800-551-9247. Come to my Monday night class and check things out. You can always come visit the school here or one of our branches. It's exciting to be inviting you to come into this vision. So feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Feel free to like this video and even to leave some comments on this video. Remember, this is about all of us healing the world. It's that every person has their own unique place, that every one of us have a special gift, talent, and ability, and everybody has a mission, a purpose, something they're meant to do here on this planet. What I found through this work and this organization, we help people to blossom into that, and then those who did, help others to blossom into that. And I sincerely invite you to take the next step to get to know us here at the school. Thank you.